Hello, stream. How are you guys today? What I am trying to do right now is change that picture. It's a little bit. What's up, Hoagie? What's up, Toy? How are you guys? Nice to see you're nice and punctual. It's a good feeling. I don't want to see this, so okay. So you don't see it over the game. You should be able to see it on stream. So you don't see it over the game. You should be able to see it on stream. Hoagie just got up a couple minutes ago. Oh, Hoagie, is that your new gaming channel? I saw something about that on your channel. Well, on your channel, the It's Your Boy Hoagie. You just got up and you came to see me? Wow, man, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing the scariest, the DLC for the scariest game that I've ever played. Let me just send a tweet out, make sure everybody knows. Challenge channel? What kind of challenges are you gonna be doing, Hoagie? That sounds interesting. A challenge and vlog channel? I can get with that. Let me know if the sound is good too. Like if the music's a little loud, then turn the music down a bit. Meow. Hi, how are you? I'll be starting the game shortly. I'm just sending out a tweet. Make sure everybody knows. Meow, how are you today? You're new, I haven't seen you in stream yet. So I always enjoy seeing new people. I'm doing pretty well. I had a really tough, really oh, you following us on Scream Radio? Well, unfortunately, I'm not the one that does the readings. That's Mac. Mac does the readings. As you can tell, my voice is a lot more scratchy and less less lovely to listen to. It's not delusional if it's true. Although I do one or two of the commercials for it though. Need ideas, Hoagie? Well, Hoagie, if you wanna do something, you could do, you know what I mean, like a hot pepper challenge. You don't have to go like full Reaper or anything like that. Like just like a habanero. Habanero, a couple jalapenos. I mean, Zero eats jalapenos like they're fucking pickles. Seriously. He eats them like just straight up, and I'm like, you're fucking insane, dude. You're crazy. Alright, let me get the game started for you guys. It's past 7 o'clock. I started a little bit early to see some people pop in. So I am doing the DLC. It's called Inheritance. I don't know anything about it yet. All I know is how the main game ended. If you haven't seen it, it's on the channel. There's a playlist. So, Inheritance. New game. Oh, it's Flower. You go shopping, yeah, pick up some hot peppers. If you wanted to try and revive the ALS,
when I was
Ice
a child,
Bucket Challenge.
I used to lay in bed late at night, staring at the ceiling, listening to my father scream. Scream at my mother, scream at yet another failed masterpiece. Finally, just scream out into the darkness. It became my lullaby. And even when they took me away, the screams followed. I was once told that insanity runs in my family. It's time to make it stop.
Oh, so does this follow his daughter? This sickness, insanity, and death were the angels that surrounded my cradle, and they have followed me through my life. No, no fucking way. No fucking way. There's a flashlight. No fucking way. Oh man. It's weird. Apparently I'm playing the daughter, but it looks, ooh, this is it's gonna be a long one. And so apparently this one follows his daughter. Dear friend, today, before I leave for my new appointment, I intend to make one final attempt to communicate with you. Since you have obviously decided not to answer my calls or letters, I shall endeavor to speak with you in person. If you're reading this, then I have clearly failed, and for that I apologize. You should choose to ignore me. I will slip this letter under your door. Hopefully you can at least read it. For old time's sake, if me knocking on the door has caused you any discomfort, please know that that was not my intent. I wish I could tell you that I've found some miracle solution to your problem, but unfortunately such is not the case. Do you know that that as your legal representative, I always did my best, and that is the God's honest truth. Unfortunately, I feel that the issues you're struggling with go way beyond my expertise. At this point, I once again feel the urge to ask you to reconsider seeking professional help. But let's be honest. If you were to listen to me, you would have done it a long time ago. I regret it had to end this way. Know that you and your family will always be in my thoughts. Your old friend, James Jerome Sadler, attorney at law. Ah, Toy, you're sick? That stinks. Oh my god, the house is destroyed. This... It's gonna start with this shit right away? Really?
This place is a mess.
I can hear you in there. I'm coming, you furry little bastards. You're not getting away this time. What the hell are you doing in there? Get out!
Dad went crazy.
I wonder when was the last time this place saw sunlight?
Seeing as how there are no curtains, it must have been daytime at some point, so I'm guessing that's when. But I guess we're going through the memories of his daughter.
What are you doing? Put that down! You're much too old for that childish nonsense.
How old am I?
Finally! Are you ready to embrace true art?
True art. Anything can be true art.
Oh, the summer trees. So green and vibrant and full of life, but also young and inexperienced. Let's try to find them a more poignant season, where they are wiser, have some stories to tell.
The fuck is going on in here? What the fuck? I don't do dogs, man. Oh, you get to choose your paint? That blue? I can't tell if it's blue or white. I think it's blue. Also, what the fuck is with this music? Stop making me feel like this. I have such an uneasy feeling right now. I'm like, red? Let's try. Oh, it is blue. Ah!
Ah, yes! The autumn of life, when man seeks shelter from the elements. Let's see how our little hut fares when the skies grow dark.
It's not funny. Oh, I hear the dog. You gotta put a volume warning there. What the fuck? Kinda glad, but kinda not glad that I turned around. Did I not get it? Come on. Get it. Get it. Fine. Parkour? That's not creepy at all. Ah, I get it. What the fuck was that? What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know what's going on here. I find it really hard to talk during intense situations like that. Don't think I'm ignoring you, chat. I went through a lot of trouble to get that fucking shitty paint, so I'm gonna use it.
You see? In the end, all we take for granted is fragile and temporary. Man passes, while nature endures. Speaking of which, I don't think our proud stallion likes the weather. Let's brighten things up a bit.
Ah, yellow. Crayon. I don't know how to use crayons. God damn it, the shitty dog again? Green. Oh. Dog like guarding this shit? I'm gonna take that strong drink over that fucking dog. Oh, shit! What the f... Get the yellow paint, you bitch. Oh yeah. Oh, the door's gone. I go backwards? Hey.
That's right! The sun bestows its kind rays upon the land. It's getting warmer and warmer until finally... Marvelous, isn't it? I know it seems like a tragedy, but a beautiful tragedy is always better than an unremarkable existence.
In his own way, I believe he meant well. He wanted me to excel, hoping that when the time came, I would succeed where he failed, avoid his mistakes. God knows he made plenty of those.
Daddy the evil painter. Let's not forget, I think I was a D-bag. I guess they probably want me to go upstairs now.
Ugh, what's wrong with this thing? Huh. I don't remember that being there.
Really?
I can hear you out there. Please, please.
Yeah, Hoagie, this was an absolutely amazing game. Like, the base game was amazing.
I can't
This I
take
haven't
it
played
anymore.
yet. This is the DLC.
Why won't you help me? Oh, you're just like your father. You don't care about me. You probably wish I was dead.
Honestly, you can't blame a child for standing idly by as a... You know what I mean? So the father kind of just does horrible shit. Oh, 'cause that looks pleasant. feel small. I don't know if I'm supposed to go in there. I feel tiny. Hey. Dropping books on me and shit. Rude. Rude. Oh, fire.
Hey there. Oh, come on, don't be afraid. It won't bite. Here, try for yourself.
What the fuck are you? What? Piano? That piano music. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
No, that's not quite right.
Yeah, well, duh. This shit is impossible to read, and even if I could read music, I can't. Go.
Huh, still
All
not quite there.
the way down.
Whoever's pounding on that piano, quit it!
Fuck you!
Did I not make myself
Fuck you!
You know what? I have an idea. Go get your crayons.
They're not my crayons. You're not my crayons. Crayons? You're my crayons. My crowns. Ah, I'm on the stage. Square, circle, heart. Square, circle, triangle. Square. Star, triangle, OX. Star, triangle,
That's actually not bad. Look at you, young lady.
Browns.
It looks like talent runs in the family.
Talent runs in the family. I'm a, Hey man, I think I'm gonna have to get a new pillow. Mine's is floating. Well, I guess they mean as light as air. I guess they're not fucking around. What's in here? Secrets! Oh, I can't play any more music. Daddy! Daddy! Ah! This is fucked up. This is so fucked up. So already the DLC has scared the shit out of me more than the actual game has. least this one's a lot more jump scary. You know, I really hope my defibrillator is charged. I really do. Whoa. Weird. I can go in that room. Can I go over here? Oh, they leave the same room. Wait! Wait! Aww. Lee. Oh, they won't be going that way. That much was obvious. X. Don't give it to you. Well, that chandelier looks that chandelier looks terrifying. Yeah, fuck mannequins. Whoa. Fire. More fire. Oh. It's consuming me. Get to your horsey. Everything will be okay. No. You ran too fast, damn it.
Ow!
I like trains.
Oh. Hey, Princess. I didn't know you were out here. No, it's all right. Daddy just tripped. You know, clumsy old peg leg.
You had a peg leg the entire game?
You don't need to worry. Daddy's just tired.
Yeah, imagine how I feel, Kamek.
Tired.
Oh, I like that. It's music. Pictures don't do that. Pictures aren't supposed to do that. All people's stuff. Hey, lady. Nice bust. Look a little stone-faced. part of the picture. Find the pieces. Took my flashlight away. Aiden gets in, hears puns. He's out. He's done. Goodbye. What's up, Aiden? Yo, dude, how about that crazy-ass chicken dinner when we got carried by that rando? That was an awesome game of PUBG right there. So, guys, if you don't know, that game of PUBG, what happened was, at the very end of the game, at, like, last 8 people, like 6 or 8 people, me and Sadistic go down, and then Aiden and, our rando were the only 2 left, so, naturally, we're going, and, you know what I mean, there's only 1 guy left. Rando knows exactly where he is. Aiden goes, runs, and bees bait, and, sure enough, what they do is, Aiden goes to be bait, and, charges the guy with a Tommy gun, and then, the rando snipes his ass. Well, snipes his face, but the rando snipes him, and, we get that chicken dinner. So that was pretty nice, that was pretty cool. Hopefully this last piece isn't guarded by this goddamn dog. Just make some more furniture fall. I'm done with this fucking dog. Oh yeah. I asked for it. Well, Catmac, that game wasn't being streamed. We generally don't like to I generally don't like to stream with randos because they're unpredictable, and you know what I mean, like what they would say and everything. Oh shit, that last piece is ominous as fuck. No, Catmac, we weren't on stream. It was mainly just because, as I said, randoms they're unpredictable. So you don't exactly know what they're gonna say, and some people are, you know what I mean, just not nice. And, they'll intentionally try and get your stream taken down or ruined, especially if you tell them that you're streaming. So, that's not very cool. Oh, that doesn't look nice. No secrets. Oh, this fucking dog! I'm not sure what to do here. Is this created only for that dog picture? Oh, does that trigger the dog? Does it mean he's gonna show up in the next room? Please don't. Tweenie Pie 216, welcome to the stream. Aiden, I'm sorry, I don't control the fisheye lens. That's the game. Right now we're playing as like a child. So while playing as the child, apparently it's fisheye. Oh, different. Yeah, TJ, thanks for joining in, dude. Thanks for stopping into the stream. Oh, come on. Okay. A little story about, me and deers, okay? When I was a kid, well, when I was younger, there was a game, I forget what it was called, I think it was Time Splitters. I think that's what the game was called, okay? And in that game, I'm not really sure what the premise of the game was, fuck knows, but in that game there was a boss fight, and I think it might have been the first boss fight, where the main character walks into a dining room, and the dining room has a deer head, just like this one, on the wall, okay? And the deer head on the wall, when you walk closer into the room, busts through the wall, and it's this giant deer head, but it's on like a corpse looking body that comes after you and tries to kill you. But apparently that had some kind of giant mental impact in my head, and I had nightmares about that shit for years. And every time I walked into a room, I had like paranoia about this shit. Every time I walked into a room that had a deer head, I always thought of that scene in the back of my head. I was like, what if it happens? Completely unrealistic. But in the back of my head, I was like, it's gonna happen when I walk into the room. So, less about me being paranoid, more about the game. What I got is fucking... Phantom of Darkness. How are you, man? Thanks for joining the stream. My name is Forko, and I'm glad to have you. I don't know if that's water or blood or fucking what, but fucking... Oh! Parkour! Dolls. Aiden, I think the game was Time Splitters. I think that's what the game was.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, that's haunting.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear.
Is it Splitters or Splinters? I think it's Splitters. Phantom of Darkness, the games I typically enjoy playing. I play almost anything, honestly. If I'm completely honest, I'll play any kind of game. I am a big fan of first-person shooters. I'm also a very big fan of third-person shooters. Again, I like a lot of action games. But there are some turn-based games that I really enjoy. There are some, you know what I mean, strategy games that I really enjoy. And, honestly, it really kind of just depends on my mood, if I'm honest. Depends on what I'm, looking for. Oh, stop. I'm not playing Outlast. Holy fuck. Good thing I had the high ground! Oh, actually, believe it or not, Phantom of Darkness, I do not like horror games. I don't like horror games, I don't like horror movies, I do not like the horror genre at all. But that's also why they told me I was the best contestant to play games like this. Because all the reactions that you see on the channel of like me like getting scared and like screaming, when I say that they're 100% legit, it's because they are. Fucking hell. I already played the base game, Phantom. I already played the base Layers of Fear. So, that's on the channel if you were interested in watching it.
What? You said there was gonna be a party. I just started a bit early.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Those are pencils. And, Dad took some of the cake. But yeah, all the reactions from me on this channel really are completely genuine. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's what I can tell you. All the reactions from me, concerning horror games, completely genuine. I've never played, like, almost any horror games before, and I really do not like the horror genre. If I had $1 for every horror-related stuff I watched, I'll be a millionaire. I don't like the horror genre, but Zero, Catmac, Becky, and a whole ton of our following has helped me push into the horror genre.
Go play with your dollies or your crayons. Daddy's very busy.
Am I excited for Red Dead Redemption 2? I played Red Dead Redemption, also, Animania. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Amina? 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 Yeah. You get it. But yeah, they've helped push me into the horror genre. And, when I tell you that, like, ow, I haven't watched, like, any horror movies, I haven't played any horror games, like, the most recent horror movies that I've seen were the original It movie and Stephen King's It, that obviously, the new one that just came out, and, see that? You see that? That looks like a wolf. Wow, holy shit, no way. I'm actually tearing up right now. Oh, the fucking dog. No, stay away from me. Fucking Christ.
What the hell did you do? Oh, you didn't mean to. Well, that makes it all better, doesn't it? It'll just magically unbreak because you didn't mean to. Go on, get out of here. Go to your room and break shit in there. Just take all your toys and smash them, one by one. And keep at it. Maybe you'll finally get good at something.
Wow, listen up, dickhole. Oh, thanks for the subscribe, Phantom. I play horror games whenever I feel like being traumatized. Unfortunately, if you've ever heard the song Sucker for Pain? Yeah. What would be my first reaction if one of you, I could say something right now. Probably piss off a lot of Christians, though. And I think that's all I need to say. What would be my first reaction if they had an imaginary friend? First off, I would always tell them to hold a piece of iron in their hand, just in case it shows up. And I would always put salt in their pockets. And just say, if you see your imaginary friend, salt. Or iron. Yeah, I don't really have a filter, so genuine answer is good enough for me. Yeah, I mean, I really don't like... I usually don't like mentioning the Patreon stuff, because... I don't... It's a thing about me, I don't like asking people for money. Like, I've grown up, I never really asked my parents for money. At least, I really tried not to. But, to get back to Amina's question, if my child, son or daughter, doesn't matter, had told me that they had an imaginary friend, I'd say that's great. I don't like the salt in my pocket. Well, you're gonna need it one day for when a spirit attacks you. I don't like mentioning the Patreon stuff because I don't like taking money from people. But if you guys enjoy the streams and you enjoy interacting with us and you want to support us, you know what I mean? There are special rewards over on our Patreon page. It's Patreon The Angry Toads. There are rewards related to me, specifically. And there's a tier where you can opt out of all rewards related to me. Oh, and if you do subscribe to our Patreon, then we give you Discord access and all that. You think I have a badass name? What, Forko? Believe it or not, it's my last name. Like, that's genuinely my name. Great, it's a cat now. Oh, parkour! What, Forko or the Angry Toads? The Angry Toads is a badass name. There is a story behind how I got the name the Angry Toads. And believe it or not, I'm the reason we have that name. What the fuck was that? Oh no, the fire's back. What the fuck do I get there? But yeah, the Angry Toads, yeah. The story of how we got the name the Angry Toads. Have you ever heard of a game called Talisman? Talisman is a... Damn it. Talisman is a video game that, basically, all of your progress can be lost, like this. Okay? So you could put 6 hours. It is a PC game. It's also a board game too. It originated as a board game, but then was ported to PC. In this game, Talisman, what happens is you spend the entire time of the game trying to build up your character so that you can get into the center of the board, and then eventually get to the command center and win the game. Okay? Getting your character strong enough to go in there, let's just say it takes around 4 or 5 hours in game in order to get strong enough to go to the center. Okay? So the story behind that is my character was geared over a time of 4, 5, maybe 6 hours. And there's a game piece called the Grim Reaper, okay? So what happened is all the people in the game, all Angry Toads, sent the Grim Reaper after me and killed me. Resetting all of my stats, dropping all of my items, I go to the Enchanter, okay, before they kill me. I go to the Enchanter, okay? The Enchanter, when you roll a die, has a chance to turn you into a toad. I think you know where I'm going with this. So I roll the die to get one more point in one of my abilities, or in strength or dexterity, whatever it is, and I get turned into a toad. At this point, I am pissed. Uber fucking pissed, because I was ready to go, okay? So I'd be okay, I'd keep all my stats, but it drops all of my items. And it makes me extremely easy to kill when I'm a toad. So what happened was I got turned into a toad. I started screaming. I started yelling. I was so pissed. Somebody comes over, Zero, comes over and picks up my items. At this point, I'm livid. Absolutely livid. Then they send the Grim Reaper after me and kill me. Okay? This made me... I was the most pissed off person. Think of the most pissed off person that you've ever seen in your entire life. Double it. And then after you double it, triple it. Okay? I was livid. When I tell you I was the angriest I think I've been in... Fuck, this is what? 2 years ago? Maybe 2.5 years ago that this happened? And, imagine... like being the most pissed off you've ever been. Okay? I was so angry, I was screaming, yelling, and I tried to hurt everybody in my vicinity. Okay? I was that upset. I was that angry. And that's how we got the name, the Angry Toads. So I got pissed off playing a video game, and then Zero said, "You're a toad, and you're really pissed off, aren't you?"
You're sick.
I said, "Yeah, I'm really angry."
You're not thinking
So
straight.
there we go, the Angry Toads. That's how I got the name.
You're right. I am sick. I'm sick of you not being there for us. We need you. I need you. When was the last time you slept with me? Christ, when was the last time you even touched me? Do you know what that does to me? To know that my own husband is disgusted with me.
Really, Catmac? This is the first time you heard the origin story?
I've been too busy working my ass off, trying to provide for this family. But no, you're right. It's much more important to whisper sweet nothings in your ear.
You call that
work. You lock yourself in there for hours, days. You come out looking like shit, stinking of booze and stale piss.
What? Oh, that's all right, honey. Something got into Mommy's eye, that's all. You be a good little girl and go to sleep. Daddy's working, so we can't disturb him. Mommy has to go downstairs and take a bath. I love you.
Yeah, technically I was a raging toad. Yeah, now I gotta change. Now I gotta change my.
She was first and foremost his
I gotta change my name. Thanks.
Her beauty and talent drove him. After the accident, she became a burden, a disgusting monster screeching out from her bed, an anchor weighing him down.
Huh. The thing is, we actually had the gameplay footage. And we did. It was one of our first recordings, but the audio got lost. And then once Zero switched computers, the video file was lost forever. So the audio was the best part, but bad. It would have been such a great iconic moment to get that too. Okay, so let's read this. Last will and testament. I, grasping at the remains of my sanity, declare this to be my last will and testament. I hereby deem all my previous wills just as worthless as the shallow husks calling themselves my friends and associates. To my agent, Thomas Caldwell, I bestow the hellish vermin that infest my home, praying that they will gnaw away at him endlessly, bleeding him dry just like he did to me. To my publisher, Liam Brickstone, I bequeath the flames that consume the love of my life in the hope that they will devour him along with the wretched whore and the squealing bastard he calls his family. To my lawyer, James Jerome Sadler, I pass on whatever illness has rotted my mind and soul away so that he can feel just as empty and useless as he was to me. To any other parasites that come crawling out of the woodwork. To hell with all of you. Finally, to my beloved. Leave all of my earthly possessions. For what they're worth, I hope they will inspire you to realize your true potential. The final, most precious gift, however, is not mine to give. You will have to discover that on your own. I believe in you, as I always have. Harry baby. Still don't understand that. Ooh. Rat. Lies, 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 lies. Okay. Oh, am I grown up now? Is that why I'm at the same height as my father was? Still can't open this door, can I? If this guy had a problem with perfection, or he fucking sucks at painting. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an artist. Then I realized I suck at drawing.
All right, young lady. Shall we continue? Right. Whatever happens, just keep looking at me and listen. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. The princess was all alone in the dark. And yet, she felt that the evil witch was...
I'm just gonna let that shit happen.
And yet...
Princess, keep looking at me.
And yet, she felt that the evil witch was lurking nearby. As her eyes adjusted to the darkness, she saw something moving in the corner of her eye. And yet, she did not dare to move, for she knew that that would be the end of her. The princess heard a fearsome growl.
As the princess moved, the growl got louder. Look at me!
The witch had unleashed her familiar, the hellhound. The monster sniffed at the air, its perky ears wary of even the slightest sound. The princess remained motionless, letting the monster pass. There was a stillness in the air. The princess breathed a sigh of relief. For a moment, it seemed like the worst was behind her, and yet she knew that it was not over. There was still danger nearby, waiting for her slightest move. Frozen in terror, she kept looking straight ahead. Suddenly, she heard a terrifying cackle. It was the evil witch herself. The wretched thing despised beauty and innocence, for she had neither. The head was near, just outside of view, but our heroine didn't dare to look. She had to keep her head straight, lest she be cursed by the witch's foul magic. She could almost feel the chilling touch of the witch's hand at her neck. She felt a sudden urge to run away, but fought it with all her will, for she knew that was precisely what the witch would have wanted. And then, just like that, the chill was gone. She saw a glimmer of light over the horizon. The sun was almost upon her. It was almost dawn. Almost over. And there. The princess stood triumphant in the sun, smiling as she... Wait. That's not right. Her face. Why is she still... scared? Oh, God. I didn't mean to... Princess, I am so sorry.
It's not that he was cruel. It's just that, to him, reality was just a pale reflection of art. He was
Hi,
blind
Cassie
to the
Carnage.
world,
Welcome to the stream.
unless it was translated to him through a canvas.
I appreciate it. The thing I always loved about live streams and just gaming in general is it's really cathartic. As in, you can get away from the stress of the world and just be taken into a new one. Yeah, I know, life is a stressful place. That's what it was like for me when I was a kid. That's how I got into gaming. It was just, you know what I mean? Being in the game was better than being out here. Yes, this, Cassie, this is the DLC for Layers of Fear. This is called Inheritance. Creepy ass picture. Apparently that's me. Yeah, that's what gaming was for me when I was a kid, Phantom. Gaming was the escape. It was the thing I could go to where when everybody else sucked, video games didn't suck. Uh-oh. I don't like this room. I already don't like this room.
I don't know what I expected to find. A
Let
farewell
bygones
note?
be bygones.
A final will? What I found was an apology.
Oh, Boogie
Expressed in the
2988
only
is
language
awesome.
he
I love
ever
Boogie.
truly knew. At that moment, I could finally see my father for what he was.
A fucking maniac.
A man driven insane with sadness and guilt. Trapped in this house, a nightmarish echo chamber of past mistakes and tragedies.
No, your father was a fucking
It was
maniac
this house,
who used your mother's body
a place
parts to
beyond
paint
hope,
his
beyond
pictures.
redemption.
And your parts, he cut your hair to use as a brush.
I knew what
Your
I
dad
had
was
to
fucking
do.
nuts. Yeah, burn the goddamn house down.
I had given up trying to understand my father a long time ago. But I could finally forgive him.
Is that the end? Only 8:09. It only took an hour? No, a lot longer than that. Hope that's not the end. I mean, it is a DLC, but...
Hey, princess. What have you got there? Oh, that's so lovely, sweetie. But why pink?
Whoa. Well, I guess that's the DLC. I guess it's over now. Got through it. Holy shit. Ugh. Yeah, Cassie, sorry, I didn't see that. Burn the house down, burn it down. Wait, I'm still in it. Stop! What are we doing? Holy shit. Yeah, at the very end of that, yeah, it showed that she's probably gonna go insane too. Insanity probably runs in the family. And that shit sucks. I don't know what to play next now. I mean, I do still have 2 hours, so I want to keep streaming. Once you get something, you come back and find out the game's over. Sorry, Amina. Psychological horror is really scary, but, yeah, watch the replay. It is only an hour, so it's a lot easier to digest. Yeah, I still want to stream. I still want to keep streaming, just I can't stream this anymore, technically. So, I still want to stream, I just don't know what game to stream. Psychological horror is the best, I think is the best kind of horror. I mean, I really hate jump scares and shit, but when a game really, like, gets to you and make you, like, start thinking in your own head. Walking Virus or Terminally Nerdy. No, I don't know them, unfortunately. Psychological horror is insanely good. I completely agree. Oh, you guys want to see my shirt? If you don't know, I'm the pun master of the Angry Toads. I make the shittiest jokes. I'm not gonna lie. I make the shittiest jokes. But this is my shirt, okay? I just picked this up today. It's now one of my favorite shirts, okay? That's also gonna be my Halloween shirt. I got your back. I got your back. It's true, my puns are infectious. You could say, although I was a little bit more witty when I was younger, so you could say I'm a skeleton of my former self. Nah, don't worry guys, we're all boned. They're gamers too, they stream fire streams more often. Maybe for a second you might have known them. Yeah, I do. I make the shittiest jokes. And I laugh at them too. I laugh at my own jokes, I do. Because, fucking, I'm funny. But guys, what do you think of the stream? I do have other games installed. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any horror games installed. Let me open Steam, get my library, see what I got. If you get your limbs chopped off, okay, that'll hurt. If you get stabbed and survive, you'll live. But if somebody gets into your head, you're mentally tormented all your life and it never stops. It's true. That's probably the worst part of horror. What the fuck is that? How do you see my wall? Am I too far back? That's fucking weird. It's just my wall. Games I have installed. Oh, man. I have Origami, which is the game I played in my last stream. Borderlands, Borderlands 2, Counter-Strike. One Finger Death Punch, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Saints Row 4, I have Warframe, and The Witcher. Those are what's currently installed. If you guys have a game that you want me to play that I might not have installed, I have an insanely good download speed. I don't have Amnesia. The game or the symptom or the disease. I don't have either of them. Unfortunately, no, I don't have Amnesia. Maybe that'll be on the list. I know it's an older game, but I remember watching Markiplier play it fucking years ago. Back before he was fucking... I was one of the original, like, 5K. Like, I was watching him when he only had, like, 4,000 subscribers. That's not a joke. Like, I've been subscribed to that channel for a long-ass time. Ironic, right? A game called Amnesia, you can't remember it. What games do I have that I can play? You guys want to see some sick-ass Bejeweled gameplay? No. I'm trying to think of things that'll be fast to download. If anybody has Castle Crashers, I could start up a game of Castle Crashers, see who we can get in. Yeah, Slender, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Amnesia were the big... those were the big games that got him, that skyrocketed him. I completely agree with you, Cassie. Yeah, if anybody has Castle Crashers, I could do that. We could play that. Borderlands, I also have PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or PUBG, as people call it. Dead by Daylight should be fast to install. I do also have, I believe I still have, Friday the 13th installed. Yeah, I do have Friday the 13th installed if you guys wanted to see that. I have Life is Strange Before the Storm. I already played the first episode. The second episode isn't out yet. Oh, Friday the 13th? I can set that up. It is a multiplayer game, yes. Okay, we can do Friday the 13th. Unfortunately, I do have to stop the stream, start that game up, and then restart the stream. And I'll have to change all the the details and whatnot. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Okay. Unfortunately, I do have to stop the stream.